Well, hello, my lovelies. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's Daily Vibration. Today's December 25th, 2019, and it is Christmas. So, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to each and every one of you that celebrate the holiday season, okay? Whether you're spending time away, or you're spending time with family, or you're working, I want to wish you guys just a beautiful day, beautiful energy. Today is Christmas, like Christ energy, Christos energy, your awakening energy. Today is the day where you really should be tapping into knowing thyself today, okay? Although it is a day of giving and spending time with family, you want to be mindful to tap into your own inner intuition and your own inner wisdom and knowledge today. That is going to be key and also important, okay? Now, my setup looks a little different today if you're tuning in via my YouTube channel because I am taking some downtown today. So, actually this week. So, means no makeup, no hair. Not even trying this week, to be really honest with you. Don't even want to do the hat thing, and I'm deciding where should I go with my hair. I do want to change the color. Haven't quite figured that out yet. And I just did not feel like putting a lot of time and energy into getting myself all made up today. As well as just being mindful that I am taking it easy today, right? So with that being said, my lovelies, we're going to jump into today's vibration. Okay, I do want to just state something right now, my lovelies. We go live on Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Paid Forward Friday, so you guys can come on in and join us. I do answer questions from the chat. Also, these daily vibrations, they're uploaded and posted every day at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're not just on my YouTube channel, but you can also find them on my podcast, so where you can find any type of podcast streaming. You guys should be able to also find me there. Now, I don't know if any of you can see this particular card, right? There is sacred geometric pattern showing up on the card in the camera. And now that I point to it, it kind of disappears. And it's probably via the lighting. Now, it disappeared again. So I guess if you can do some playback, you would see that there's some secret. I don't know if it's my crystal or the light from the crystals. Do you guys see that? Right? So there's light frequencies from the crystal hitting this card right here. And the camera doesn't lie, right? Because everything is energy. And the camera has the focus to show past what our eyes can see. So I don't know if you guys can see, like right here. There's definitely some sacred geometric patterns showing up on the cards, as well as, from the aiming of the light, okay? Light codes. Okay, so if you're tuning in via the podcast, you would not be able to see that. But if you're tuning in via YouTube, you guys can clearly see what I'm talking about, okay? Now, so today we're vibrating on the number 4. And before we begin, I just want to remind you guys that intuitive energy is available to you all day, every day, okay? This energy is available to you whether or not you choose to tap into your intuitive energy. It's really your choice, but it's available to you. To use, to utilize, okay, to get to know, to interact with, right? So just be mindful and be aware of that. You just don't need to tap into your intuition when you find yourself in a bind. This is energy that you can co-create with at any given time, okay? There's actually a charge happening here. Can you guys see that? There's like a charge happening here. Okay. All right. So now let's take a look. Once again, if you're listening via the podcast, you cannot see what's going on camera right now. But this is awesome. And these are my crystals. What happened when I moved my crystals like around Okay. All right, and then we got lights. Okay, so with that being said, I'm just gonna continue. Just like a little magical light show going on with these cards today. So keep in mind that your intuition is available to you all day, every day for you to utilize that. Okay. Now, today is vibrating on the number 4, which is all about self-mastery. Okay. And it's also about self-control today. And it's also about application. And I pulled out these particular frequencies that vibrates on the number 4 today because I know that you're going to be among family members today. You're probably going to be among friends. You're probably going to have to interact with a lot of energy today. If it's not your energy, there could be a lot of self-projection today. There could be a lot of limitations today as you're interacting with different family members and different friends. So it's going to be important for you to be mindful today as we are vibrating on the number 4 about self-mastery, self-control, and being able to apply the things that you've learned so you can, utilize them and move forward. Okay. On the lower vibrational end of things today, you do have lack of conviction, and you also have the inability to adapt. You may not be able to adapt with what's changing or the change that's going on, because some of the change could feel like it's happening rather quickly, or maybe in real time, and that's just a little too fast for you. And let me just let you guys know, time has actually sped up. Like, it is not like it's not undeniable that we are not living where the time has sped up. Time has changed. The shift that they've been talking about is not coming. The shift is full-fledged here. Okay. Now, it's Christmas, so we're not going to be too long today, and we're not going to dive into Pluto's energy today, or the root chakra, but I just want to remind you, this week we are working on root chakra energy. We'll pick up root chakra tomorrow, okay, my loves, with the new moon. We'll talk a little bit more about the root chakra as well as the Pluto energy. Now, be mindful, my loves. Okay, this is very important. Be mindful that we do have new moon energy coming in tomorrow. Okay, those of you that are very sensitive can already feel this new moon energy. That new moon is happening in Capricorn. And if I can say intuitively, I agree. Okay, I do agree intuitively that the new moon is happening in Capricorn. I can feel that energy, very structured energy, very disciplined energy. And for a lot of people, this is energy where you're finally going to start to see the seeds that you've planted come into fruition. Okay, so let's just be mindful of that. All right, now, with that being said, we're going to take a look at the 4 elements today and see exactly where you guys land and what you may need to know as you are interacting with family members, with friends, and others today. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What the hell is going on here? All of these cards are in the reversals today, guys. All of your cards. So we're going to take a look at each and every one of them. We're going to start off with my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful earth signs, because we are in Capricorn season. And if you're starting with my earth signs today, my wonderful Capricorns, you guys have the sun in Leo energy. And with the sun in Leo energy, the sun is what gives the intent. The sun is what gives that spark, that initial spark of, okay, this is what we're going to do, right? And then the moon energy, which is your emotions, it gives birth to that. It feeds that. It nourishes that intention, right? Today with the sun in Leo, my wonderful earth signs, you guys have joy popping up. This is a time for celebration, and this is a time for success, okay? You do have the Ace of Swords, however, in reverse. So this is telling me, because it's also holiday season, you could be around others that has a little bit more chaotic energy than you today. This could be confusion energy. Remember, family member, friends, and it's the holiday season, so you can find some people get drunk and then want to tell their truth around the holiday season. You can find that there's just a little bit more judgmental energy in the air. You can find that there's limitations. You can't even find that you're beating yourself up because you may not have felt that you've met the needs or the requirements that you need to make sure that everybody else is okay for Christmas. Okay, so this is telling me that your thoughts, my wonderful earth signs, okay? And for earth signs, we're talking about Taurus energy, Capricorn's energy. It's Capricorn season now, and we're talking about Virgo's energy, okay? Pay attention to your thought process today. Pay attention to your mind loops today. Pay attention to who's giving you advice today as you're interacting with the family, okay? That's going to be important, because you may not want to take advice from someone who don't have their whole shit together. They want to give you advice about your shit, my wonderful earth signs, but their shit is not even straight. They want to tell you how to live your life and what you should do when they don't even know what they're doing with their life, okay? So be mindful today just to not allow anyone to steal your joy today, because you do have the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is all mental and spiritual thinking. So you could have others trying to limit you with chaotic thinking as well as confusion. Okay, my wonderful earth signs. All right. Now, let's move on to my wonderful air signs, okay? So for my wonderful air signs, we are talking about my Geminis, we are talking about my Libras, and we're talking about my Aquarius. You guys have the Sun in Scorpio energy today, okay? And if I did not mention this, anyone that is interested in the zodiac deck, this is by Patsy Bennett, and you can find her on YouTube, and it is called the zodiac deck, okay? Wonderful, wonderful air signs. So your air signs, you guys represent the mental and the spiritual thinking aspect, right? Now, with that being said, you have the Sun in Scorpio. This is all about passion. This could be intense energy. This could also be a phase of your life where you feel like things are just mysterious. You know things are going on, but you can't quite put your finger, but you do understand that there is something happening within you and maybe even externally, okay? So you do have some type of thought process or some type of inner knowing, my wonderful air sign, that changes here. And this is fueling you passionately. And this can also be intense energy if it's on the lower vibrational end, where wherever you're dealing with could be very intense and maybe even overwhelming at some points. Now, let me just say something. Air signs, you guys have the Magician card in reverse, which means some of you could be dealing with some type of manipulation, okay? Some of you could be dealing with maybe some type of naivete. You're just acting naive to a situation, sticking your head in the sand. And some of you could be dealing with something where you need to step out and take a risk, okay? So wherever that falls, my wonderful air signs, you need to let that rock, okay? Know that you need to move with passion, okay? And whatever intensity you're being fueled by, just make sure that it's not something on the lower vibrational end, right? Because whatever you give energy to, you will reap that, okay? So if you're giving energy to revenge and to malice, and you just want to hurt somebody, and you just want somebody to hurt as much as they hurt you, just know that you're still creating a cycle of that same thing to be re-experienced in your life. So when I talk about sending people love, peace, and light, that has nothing to do with them with you feeling like they may deserve love, peace, and light. You may not necessarily feel like that in the moment, but that is so you can then in turn operate in your love, your peace, and your light. You're not holding on to heavy baggage and taking things personally because somebody said something, because somebody did something that really hurt facets in you that you need to work on and that you need healing from, okay? Now we're going to moving on to my wonderful water signs. My water signs, you guys have the Sun in Gemini, which is all about communication. So for water signs, we are talking about my wonderful Scorpios, my Cancer signs, and my Pisces, okay? Now, today is going to be all about you being able to communicate what you want, ask for what you want, negotiate, okay? Today's the day about recognizing what you bring to the table in your relationships, okay? And then being able to hone in what changes you need to ask for, not just with others, but within yourself, my wonderful water signs. You guys do have the Knight of Cups popping up in this energy, okay? Now, Knight of Cups energy, because it's in reverse, this could be jealousy, this could be moodiness, or this could be you being very unrealistic, okay? This could be unrealistic energy, jealousy energy, or maybe even moody energy. So please, just be mindful, okay? Be mindful. My wonderful water signs, as you're interacting with family, friends, maybe even co-workers today, because you guys have to work on Christmas. Be mindful that you can hone in on your negotiation skills. Check into your intuition. Get out of your feelings so you can get into your feelings and have things resolved. You don't have to be moody. You don't have to be moody today. You don't have to be unrealistic today. Okay? You don't have to be moody, and you don't have to be unrealistic. All right. Just be mindful of that. All right. So last but not least, we have my wonderful fire signs. Okay. So fire signs, we are talking about my Sagittarius. We are talking about my Leos, and we are talking about my Aries. Now, fire signs, you guys represent taking action. You guys are all about movement. Okay. Forward movement. And for sometimes it just depends on where you are. It can also be movement taking 2 steps backwards, just depending on where you are in your work and in your healing. Now, showing up in your placement today, my wonderful fire signs, you guys do have the sun in Capricorn energy. I do want to just point out, okay, for all 4 elements today, there's pure sun energy, and this is pure masculine energy and electrical energy. This is sparking. This is what's shining. This is intention energy, okay? Now, my wonderful fire signs, you guys have the sun in Capricorn, which is all about your status. This is working towards the things that you want to accomplish. This is setting the goals and then going after what you want. I know my wonderful Leo signs don't have a problem with that, okay? Sagittarius, you should not have a problem using your intuition, right? Now, this is going to be important because you're going to be focusing as you set your goals and work diligently towards what you need. This is going to be on your King of Pentacles energy. Now, Pentacles energy represents your home life, maybe even your work life, but this is definitely your money, okay, or career, school, okay, anything in the physical realm that has to do with your 5 senses is really going to be affected with your Pentacles, okay? Now, the King of Pentacles is all about security. This is all about control. This is all about discipline. Okay, so when you're dealing with someone or something that is causing your King of Pentacles to be in reverse, this is something that's not very well balanced. This is not secure. This does not feel like your house, your home, your structure, okay, financial structure, work structure, home structure. Things are not in alignment here, okay? You could also be dealing with someone that could be very dominating, okay? This could be something very dominating or opinionated in their views, especially maybe even when it comes to money. So just be mindful of that, okay? Now, your purpose and your focus, my wonderful fire signs, as we are moving through the day and as you're dealing with friends and family, will be more on your family and on your home and bringing in more security and stability to that part of your life, which is okay, right? Because this is Christmas. We are looking at a new year. People will be thinking about the changes that they would like to implement or the resolutions, right? And I don't really like to talk about resolutions on this channel because it needs to be life changes that you do. This needs to be internal change, because if you're just setting resolutions year after year and you're not really putting the action towards making anything happen, then you're going to be doing, it's a loop, you know, it's that same repetitive loop, okay? Now, overall energy on the board today, each and every element, you guys may be dealing with energy that may not be your own today, so you need to be mindful of that. We're going to recap, okay? Earth signs, don't let anybody steal your joy. My wonderful, wonderful air signs, as you're moving today, make sure that you're executing things with passion, okay? Just pay attention to not be manipulative or to take the risk when you feel it's necessary. My wonderful water signs, today you're going to have to ask for what you want and communicate. Try not to be too moody, okay, and too unrealistic about your wants, your needs, or other people's wants and needs today, because everybody is different, okay? My wonderful fire signs today, you will find that more focus towards your goals pertaining to your family life or maybe even your career may be at the forefront today. Maybe you may be at dinner with the family and a conversation sparks something in you to make some changes in this area, or maybe a conversation might give you the confirmation that's needed today in the direction that you want to move towards, okay? Now, I want to remind you guys, as I'm wrapping this up today, we're vibrating on the number 4. The number 4 is all about self-mastery. This is about self-control. And this is about application, being able to take the things that you've learned and apply them, okay? Lower vibrational end of the number 4 today, you do have a lack of conviction, which means that people may not be moved to really deal with your feelings or give a shit about how you feel today, okay? As well as people may be unable to adapt, okay? So be mindful of that. This is collective energy. So this is why you can't take this this thing's personal, because some people may not even understand that they're being affected by the energy in the heavens and in the planetary alignments that's going on. So just be mindful about that, okay? Now, reminding you guys that I do go live on Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. Okay, if you're tuning in via the podcast, you guys can find me on YouTube at the number 4, Your Inner Voice. Okay, live on Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're tuning in via YouTube, you guys can now find the links to my podcast in the description box below, and you guys can check it out. Now, I also want to remind you guys that these daily vibration, they are uploaded every day at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's still the holiday season. We have a couple more days for the new year to come in. So if you guys are interested in booking an intuitive coaching session / reading with me, we still have the discounts going on until the first of the year for a $50 donation for a coaching session with me. So if you're interested, you're tuning in via YouTube, you can find the information and the links to make your donation in the description box below. If you're tuning in via the podcast, you guys can go ahead and send in your donation at the number 4, Your Inner Voice at gmail.com. The same way the channel is spelled, or the podcast is spelled, the number 4, Your Inner Voice at gmail.com is my PayPal, or you can cash at me at $KIMOY106. Once again, my cash app is $KIMOY106. If you're interested in scheduling me for any speaking engagement or group sessions, please make sure to email me. It is the same email address as my PayPal, which is the number 4, Your Inner Voice at gmail.com. Once again, the number 4, Your Inner Voice at gmail.com. All right, my love. So you guys know how we do it, right? So it's the happy holiday season, right? So be kind to yourself, right? Love yourself, honor yourself, drink plenty of water, okay? What you cannot do for yourself, you can't expect to continuously do for others without feeling depleted and drained. Okay, so be mindful of that, my love. So appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. Have a wonderful day. Oh, I did forget to let you guys know, I am doing a new moon meditation, and I should have put this in the beginning of the video. Oh my goodness. I am doing a new moon meditation. Okay, it is a $15 donation. This new moon meditation will be on Thursday the 26th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is going to be by private invitation link only. It will not be open to the public, okay? So it's a new moon meditation. It's the new moon happening in Cancer. If you're interested, you can submit your $15 donation, and you will receive the email with the private link to the event. Okay, all right, my loves. You can definitely find the description box, have all of the donation links. And once again, if you're sending in your 15 donation for the meditation on the 26th, that will be PayPal at the number 4, Your Inner Voice at gmail.com, or Cash App at $KIMOY106. All right, bye, my loves, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, my lovelies.